Good morning. Welcome to the Crow Hour Report. We're going to pull some tarot, talk about the stars. How are you today? Look at this fine color emerging. Here to slay, here to pray, here to play, here to stay. The portal's opening today to the eclipse energy, the equinox energy, to Aries energy, beginning of a new year, new dawn. It's nice to come sit, have this dawn reading with the crows on this day, be with this fire awakening in particular. There's a beautiful rebirth energy, rebirthing true self and rebirthing love. You know, Ru's challenge to the world, RuPaul's challenge to the world. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? We've had that in our psyche for years now as a collective, and it's working its magic through this eclipse. I tell you, this is the time that kind of sentiment of healing is really integrating in us, and anything that any of us need to do to align fully with that is happening now. It's not because we're making it happen like we thought. We're getting Pisces logic showing us all kinds of synchronicities and things that we're noticing are beyond anything we could have come up with, but that are our perfect medicine because it's a healing time. Mysterious. We're all getting to heal what we need to live into that truth that Paul dropped on us. It's a hard one, you know? It's a hard one. There's a lot of internalized shame and lateral violence, so it's hard to love ourselves and it's hard to love each other too. The seagulls are bothering the heron, and the heron's flapping its wings at the seagulls. What a ruckus. Anyways, we got Venus lessons going on. We got Venus transformation going on. The portal's awakening. What is awakening you? We're going to do a general reading today. Reading for love, reading for various signs, and we'll go into this portal together. Just fine. Just fine. Finer than frog hairs. Do you know FINE is an acronym? Fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. FINE. It's an acronym. I love that. It's accurate. You know, I mean, it's like Chinese characters, you know, in the language. Mandarin, they're an opinion. Well, sorry, the opinion's the translation in English, but the characters, they're so beautifully multi-layered. So is our language. If you go look up meanings, it's so beautiful, the multi-layeredness of our language. One of the most amazing magics to me that there are, because you know, we're always talking with the mother, with grandma, with the earth, with our lover. I guess it's kind of gross to say all those things at once, but I mean, it's the other world, the mirror world, you know, and it's our lover. It's gives us everything we need. It's lover and beloved, and there's all different kinds of amazing love, and it really is all of it. And so I think we need to um, yeah, understand, I guess, this giant friend, you know. Gosh, to say all these things, I'm just realizing how stigmatized the boundaries are between all these things, and that I'm having trouble speaking this. Excuse me. Yeah, things are coming up. Oh my gosh, excuse me. We're all healing a lot around bridging duality and binaries and conflicts and stuff that is at war in relationship to love and to a true identity. And there's a culture clash going on, excuse me, and a religious war. And there's a lot of stuff to integrate that 12th house of Piscean kind of in thing where it's everything. I'm a 12th house Pisces sun, so I am understanding what's being integrated in who I am in whole new self. This whole mirror world is, if you can imagine just for a second, not to talk about myself, but this is a wild thing. So what the world's integrating is what I've had to integrate to exist, which is this holism. It's much more next level, and everybody's being mm, brought into it however they can. I'm in deep intimacy with the natural world and the animist languages that speak through all of us that are in that, the whole thing, humans included. And so the fact that it's all woven for me now, including how we think and behave and feel, and even the ways our language is layered in history and markings of the traces of our culture and our movements and our love narratives and our culture. Like, I find it so deep. It's oh my gosh, what I can see now. I got eyes at first to see as a healer with my hands. I put my hands on somebody and I could see their entire anatomy. And then I look at, their stars or their pulsar, read something, and I could see their entire web of inner family system synastry and like inner and outer and higher potentials, lower potentials. That's what we talk about with the stars in the earth and the stars in the space, and we're in the between. There's this giant web. We're the tree. So the tree of life is awakening. Welcome back. It's one inside of us, the bridge. So Bridget knows. Kaim vricha on. Protect us, Bridget, at the crossroads. We know where to go. We got a lake flame lit. Starting off under the deck, we got 10 of Cups. True love that's safe because it's yours and it knows you. It's made for you. Affirms you, rebirths you in its abundance. Gives you that safety. Excuse me. The one that feels that safe to have and that makes it that safe all the time. And it just is that love that is 10. Perfect 10. 10 out of 10. Satisfaction. What a beautiful feeling. And what are we splitting the deck with that feeling? 8 of Dis. Prudence. I love how in the Tableau Mundi deck here, Prudence is nesting over the eggs. And we've got some beautiful dream seeds and eggs. Healing orbs, healing cosmic eggs. Protected by that star of truth. Lighting the orb of protection around this gestation. We've gone through so much, and it is in those eggs, and we are nesting with it as that light cracks. So let yourself tend to those eggs in that nest as the rebirth, as the birthing happens, the awakening energies. And underneath, we've got death. Fishing with the sickle and the scythe and the salmon. Nourishing death. Nourish the land, death. Scorpio energy. What we splitting the deck on that? How's that changing us? Oh, how lovely. Another major arcana. In this deck, it's lust. In other decks, it's called strength. Strength. It's rebirthing our strength. It's like the Statue of Liberty. Look at that protective star of truth again. Yes. Powerful. It's worth it, hey? Whatever's changing, whatever's rebirthing, these are big changes, and it's bringing out big. So, I'm here. That's what I'm doing with it. What are you doing? Just love yourself. Yeah, exactly. When I said that, I flip over the lovers. Major arcana affirming from spirit. Grandma, the big friend through the portal. The lovers are being united. This gift, inside and outside. Oh, death, carry me over another day. Knight of Wands, underneath. When I say underneath, I'm just talking about the subconscious layer of situation. Ooh, the Knight of Wands. Bringing in some new fire. Light me up and split the deck. Show me a way. To the Hierophant. Quick. Take yourself to the Hierophant. In the Pope, you might find that symbol again with the 5 points on it. We're talking about grand designs of lineage. I love the grand designs of lineage. I'm a tarot reader. This is why weirdos like me and like this person in the card depicted here, they open their third eye and they see all the symbols. They're just sitting there, but they see all this in the world. That's what I was talking about just a few minutes ago. There's something, ooh, I just pulled out underneath here. It gives you an underlying satiety, 10 of Cups. Again, it gives you an underlying feeling of satisfaction to be that Hierophant, and I think that's true. That's why I come out here. I've spent hours in the morning doing that. Crows agree. That's what's bringing this safety and happiness and satisfaction, is this inner Hierophant. And it gives the strength to, it's like an inner and outer. It's like, what lineages are you upholding? What conversations are you in all the time? And that's you called your paradigm. It is your nest egg, and we are the little eggs in that gestating too. It's like nice to really revel in the truth of your path. What wisdom path is that? It's really what the answer to that question is really definitive of this, which we're all working on. This major arcana work of who are you? What are you here to do? How do you like to do it? In a big way. It's really worth it. A lot of major arcana energy. It's really positive, showing us that whatever we're transforming, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's just change. It's just change. Look, time, change. That great wheel of above and below. Look at that little place in the middle they meet. That's us. Change. Can we handle bridging, duality being the bridge? Jupiter and Capricorn rules this card. Can we, I was 13 when I said that. It's just about that leap of structure and Saturn. And just like, can we have abundance of Earth, please? Can we make this change and be that bridge? And I pulled the Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Yes, Jupiter says yes. It is time for fortune to come to Earth. Cambridge, 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 Cambridge. Yes, Bridget. I love it. I love that we're talking about this in the 13 on my minutes on the clock. It's neat. I'm gonna do a little love reading for the lovers going into the portal. Relate to either side. I'm gonna do lover and beloved, and if you're on either side, it's kind of like the yes and no side of love. So whatever side you are on, and you're probably on a mixture. Because everybody is, and that creates the labyrinth. The sacred two, the yes and the no, they create all the fours, which are the halfway to no and the halfway to yes, the half empty, half full. Those are the equinoxes, those queer bridges. And then those 4 meet in the middle in a 5th place, which is that bridge's crossroads, and they create the medicine wheel. And we're all bridging there right now. and bringing in fortune to the earth. And we're in the 14th on the clock. And I'm just talking about the dial here on the video. But I notice everything like that. I notice what's layered in language, and I notice what's layered in everything. In the Scottish Gaelic language, there's this word called duchas, or jinhinachas. I'm probably massacring those words, but as far as I understand, those words mean the layered meaning of plays. I see it in language, bodies, plays. There's so many stories right now happening, and that have happened here in whole time that we are with. And that's always what a place holds. I get emotional about that, about rocks and elements that come to certain places, light that comes to certain places. Our ancestors built temples around this too. It's very deep. The energies, all those rock shrines are building temples around the energies. It's so meaningful. It's so deep. It's so emotional. What the rocks know, they catch the light here. It's very deep because our bodies transmute water and light just the same as this shoreline, just to exist. So I feel emotional in my body, feeling the rocks, what they do here with the light and the water, and the way that there's so much air. It's just a temple for every element's exaltation here. There's so many winged creatures. Shoreline magics and places of interface and alchemy are just the medicine wheel. So we are bringing abundance here, and it is already here. It's this. And the Hierophant, this is the Hierophant for me. I'm an animist, so I listen like my ancestors did, just directly, and I channel, and I listen through layers and meanings of story and song and language, and including body language, human language, language of the augury. That's the oracle work of the birds flying around. A lot of my friends and ancestors in the other world come aspect them and come visit me. Got active relationships with those that have passed who I love. They've taught me about the other realm and about guidance from there. I love to work with magic, and all of my loss and transformations led me there. But anyways, we can think about loving and beloved. I sometimes think about the earth as the lover, and it's because it's just giving me a lot of gifts all the time. Like, it's giving me breath, and I'm the beloved, and I'm the avoidant one. I'm like trying to receive the breath. People say it's trying to breathe, but really it's just receiving the gift of the breath. It's just generously been given to you over and over. And it's funny because it teaches you what you do with receiving, to notice how you breathe. It's not about trying to breathe or doing the breathing. It's about just receiving the breathing, which is a really different thing to notice, different way to watch the world work. So the receiver is that, and I relate to that, and it's a resistant, avoidant, scared one. And then there's the giver and the lover. And in situations, I'm really earthy one. I usually give so much, just like breathing, you know? So I'm really open and giving. I'm more the anxious one, and it's over giving and stuff. It's really awesome for people and also really hard on people. Oh, and yeah, fucking true that. And I get the avoidant one too. There's 3 crows. Yeah, we're all getting just the triangle of disempowerment it creates, and this tensions of things, and that place in the hourglass, that bridge. We all stand in, we know both. So the lover and beloved, for the lover today. Whew, 8 of Swords right off the bat. Death. Ooh, give death to the trap of love. 5 of Wands. It's all in your head. It just creates conflict. Inside, outside, builds up that trap fire. That's what that trap fire is. If you're angry, if you're wondering what that is, it's just your trap creativity. It was in a trap. Just give death to the trap. It's a scam. Creates unnecessary worry of the earth. 5 of Discs. It creates unnecessary struggle and conflict. 5 of Wands. 5s. No wonder we're talking about the Hierophant. 5 of Discs. Worry. It's just the 8 of Swords. It's just interference of the mind. So what is that for you? The one who's loving, the one who's giving. What is blocking your mind, creating all this unnecessary worry? You're like the earth. Just be the empress. 3 of Cups. Abundance of the waters. 3 of Cups. Abundance of the waters for the lover. That's the adjustment for the mind. Release the mind into the Three of Cups. Just be with your friends. It's all good. Seven of Cups and Two of Cups. Figuring out how to redefine your fantasy in the company of friends and true love and healing love. That's the message to the mind. So this is where the swords go to heal, and that unnecessary worry of earth and that unnecessary fire created from trapped creative energy. This is where we go to return to friendship, true love, and we get to actually redefine our fantasy there. Yes, lover, bless your heart. You get to heal that. And to the beloved, the one trying to receive love, that gift today, we've got underneath it Princess of Swords. And I'm just going to show this because it's so beautiful. For the receiver of love, for the beloved, the Princess of Swords, dance in your body. Receive it. Yes. So this is what receiving looks like. Yeah, especially in the mind. Oh, it's just a trap. How about I do this with that then? Maybe I'll make a hoop out of it. Maybe I'll make a portal out of the trap. I can do anything I want. That's what the swords know. That's what they realize. Swords are so powerful. We're in a time of major swords transformation now for the next 20 years. So we can reinvent reality constantly with how we believe it can be possible. Two of Cups. It's possible that true healing love that's just right for us can exist. Yay, it can feel like this. Oh, feels so good. I love it. It's a good message. Underneath that, the Nine of Discs. Make honey for the receiver. Make honey. Beloved, receive the breath of life. The Beha. Same word in Gaelic. Life and breath. Wow. Can it fill you up all to the 9? All 7 of your gates anchored in the root gate of the earth and the root gate and the stars. And you are all 9. Love potion number 9 of earth, making this hive honey. And the 2 bees. Bzzz, Venus's realm. Virgo knows the virgin is constantly reborn through euphoria and honey. It's very sacred to be in the sensual embodiment of all kinds. Healing what we know about love and bodies and all this sensuality and hive magic in us. We are the hive. Honey hive awaken. True love awaken the honey hive. That is the wave of awakening, of rapture, of decolonization. That is the wave. That is the true meaning of the Christ consciousness. Ha 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 ha. It's just the crossroads. Bridget. It's pretty amazing what the honey hive feels like in all of us, in our hearts, and just welcome that today in this new day. Thank you to the ancestors. This land and the Lekwungen speaking people, Coast Salish people, the Esquimalt, the Saanich, Saya, Songhees nations, Sartla nations, beautiful Coast Salish peoples. I thank my ancestors who come with me, coastal peoples from Western and Northern Europe that have come across Turtle Island for 500 years and been witches all the way back, as has been documented. And I pray just for all in gratitude, all this beautiful healer, medicine, awakening in us and in the world. See my ancestor down there, Aspect and Crow, are praying to the well. They know the ripples are where the action is. Yep, especially where the most beautiful light hits the water waves. It's so beautiful. I'll take us down there. Let's go.